Good morning. I am Willie Diefenbach-Jones from Houston, and thank you so much for joining me today on my live. I appreciate you. Hey, today I'm going to talk about 7 questions to ask about home-based business opportunities. Right now, I hear so many people talking about, hey, I want to work from home more. And maybe you work for a corporation and you're allowed to work from home, which is great. Congratulations, and hopefully that continues. But you may be an entrepreneur, or maybe you're a CPA and you want to open a CPA firm. Great. Or an engineer. You've got a skill set that you want to take and use to open your own business. That's great. But there's other options out there too. And I want to make sure that as you review these options, you know the questions to ask and what to think about. I will tell you, I worked in corporate America for many, many years. And when I became an entrepreneur and ran my own business, I didn't know anything about it. And so you have to get out there and you got to think about it and you've got to ask some questions. So some of the opportunities that are out there is you could buy a franchise, like a Subway or a gym or a van service or something like that. You could do something like that. Another thing you could do is go into direct sales. And number 3, maybe you could go into an MLM. And I did a combination of businesses that not only utilized my skills, but I learned new things. But as you look at these franchises or MLMs, or even starting like an accounting practice, you want to look at what are the startup costs? What's included in the startup costs? Is it all inclusive? Are you going to have to rent space? Are you going to have to get electricity? Are you going to be working out of your house? If you buy into a franchise and you pay X amount of dollars, what do you get with that? Same with an MLM. What do you get? Do you get a website? Do you get a business office? What are the hidden costs? And a hidden cost is a cost that you might not see right up front. You know, sometimes somebody will tell me, oh, the cost to join my business is $29. Well, yeah, it's $29, but you have to buy $5,000 worth of products. It's like, there's hidden costs. So if it seems too good to be true, ask more questions. It might be what it is, but it might not be. And trust me, I know a lot of people that got burned. What kind of training do they have? You know, is it online? How frequently is it? Do you get to meet with other people that are super successful? How does it work? Do they have things where you've got to fly in? And of course, right now we're not flying into places, but do they have training like that? And this is a very serious and valuable question. Are you coachable? Or do you want to do everything your own way? Let me tell you, there's people out there that have already invented the wheel, so we don't need to go back out and do it again, but you have to be coachable. And I find so many people, they want to be successful, and yet they're not coachable. They want to do it their own way. Let me tell you, if you do it your own way, it's going to take you a long time to move to success. So what kind of ethics does the company have? And what are the leadership skills? Let me tell you, this is a very important thing. Not only when I was in corporate America and looking for jobs or looking at people, I want to be sure people's ethics match what the company ethics are. Well, what are the leaders like? Have they been around a long time? Are they approachable? What do you get for ongoing support? These are questions you want to think about. So number 3 is I want you to think about income. And so many people and companies exaggerate the income. Look at the average, and the average is not really a good thing. You really want to look at the spread. You're going to have a lot of people way down here at the bottom that make not too much, but you're going to have some superstars up here at the top. So the problem with the average is it's skewed. And so you want to look at how much money can I really make? And some require more upfront money. Do you want to pay upfront money? Study the comp plan. You know, when I started my own business, somebody explained the comp plan to me, and I thought she must have been smoking the funny weed. I absolutely did. I had to come home, calculate the income and see, did it really work? And by doing that, I was able to understand how much or what do I have to do to make my first $500? What do I have to do to make my first $1,000? I could come home and figure that all out. Now you have to understand, I'm very analytical and I want to look at that, but I encourage you to do that too, because a lot of people talk about inflated income. Now question number 4 is, How long has the company been in business? Many companies are startup companies. Now, there's nothing wrong with a startup company, but I want you to think about something. Some of these companies that have been around a long time, they've got history. They've had ups and downs, failures and successes, and they've recovered. A startup company's not been through all of that. So you want to look at how resilient are they? And if it's a new company, what's the leadership like? Where do they come from? Do they have experience in this business, or is this just something they thought up? If it's an MLM, be sure to check that they're in the Direct Selling Association. And if they're not, I would ask some questions around that. Now, question number 5 is, do you love the products? If you don't love the products, how are you going to sell them? You've got to be enthusiastic about them. And you got to love them. Would you use them if you weren't in the business and making money off of it? You know, there's various products I use that I absolutely love. And those are great things to sell, but there's other products I have no interest in sharing. One of the things to think about, too, are the products consumable. Because a consumable product you buy over and over and over again, like your dish soap or your hand washing soap, those types of things. You want to think about that because that creates a continual customer. And I love your comment, Mark, to say, well, yes, averages don't tell the whole story. And people need to think about that. You've got to look at your spread and the numbers. The next thing I want to ask about is, are they affordable? And are they a product or service people want? Just because you love, maybe I love these kind of hair clips, which I do. How many people really want these hair clips? Probably not a lot. And when you look at this is a very inexpensive item. So is that really what I want to sell? So think about, are they affordable? And is this something that people are going to use on an ongoing basis? Repeat, repeat, repeat. And number 7, check the reviews. But I want to caution you. People tend to post negative experiences and not the positive. And so look at the reviews and ask questions around it. Specifically, if you look at an MLM, there's a lot of ugly stuff out there about those. And even in franchises, there's a lot of ugly stuff. But ask the questions. Did these people work it? What did they do? Are they coachable? And if you're looking for fast income, let me tell you, entrepreneurship is probably not the way. As a matter of fact, I don't believe that there really is fast money. It's about hard work, consistency, be coachable. And if you would like to know some of my favorite books, please private message me, and I would be glad to share some of my favorite books on entrepreneurship. And hey, I hope you decide to become an entrepreneur. It's a lot of fun. I have grown so much as an entrepreneur. And I also will tell you, I grew so much as a corporate person too. I work for some of the best companies around. So anyway, I wish you a great day and we'll talk soon. Bye for now.